All right, we're going to look at the barbell back squat. Starting off, we're going to look at the setup considerations, and then afterwards, once we've went through setup and general execution, we're also going to have a discussion around how we can bias the quads or potentially bias the glutes just by changing the way we execute the movement and with body position. So we're going to get Mal to start off. She's going to step under the bar now. It's important that you treat the unracking of the bar just like you would the actual reps of the squat. You've almost got to treat this like a quarter squat out the rack. Now, before she does that, couple of things we're looking at with the upper body. We're going to make sure that first of all that core is braced. So the rib cage is going to be down here, but we're going to come back to that in a moment with the breathing. With the upper back, upper traps have got to be engaged. This is probably one of the biggest faults people make. So we're going to make sure that Mal is pulling that bar down tight onto upper traps. These are really engaged, but also there's a ton of tension in around that shoulder blade area as well. Once she's happy with that, she's going to lock out the knees. She's going to slowly take 1 or 2 or 3 steps back. Then from there, the big thing is really to set your feet in a position that's specific to you as an individual. So that might mean that you're going to have to take your feet a bit wider, and you might also have to turn your feet out kind of something like 10, 20, 30 degrees. Really, it depends on you as an individual. Once we've got that, Mal's going to take a big breath in through the nose. She's going to fill up that diaphragm, contract that anterior core to lock in that bracing of the spine. From there, she's then going to start hinging at the hips, but also simultaneously driving the knees forwards. Great. Now, a couple of things you'll notice here is that Mal is not crashing down into the bottom there. She's owning that lowering phase of the movement, that eccentric. She's also owning that end point here. So she's going to an active end range where she can keep active tension in the target areas that she's trying to work here. One more, Mal. Great, and rack it.